I'm here. Brooks is here. Banana is hanging out. She'll be in a little later. We'll be taking some calls, but I finally wanted to get to do something that I have not done before. I've played a handful of my voice acting gigs. I talk about voice acting from time to time. I, of course, did start Voice University before, but I've never really, mostly because I do shorts, had the opportunity to play a bunch of my gigs before. I think, how shortly after you met me, Brooks, were you over here during the COVID version of the Voice Arts Awards show? Was that like within the first few months?
I think that was definitely the first year. It was before the documentary, so pretty early on.
It was, I felt like that was, for you or for anybody, I just felt like it must have been a crazy event. We were, instead of going to the big Hollywood award show that we used to do every year, we were doing it here in our house, which was, because no one was allowed to gather or anything like that. And I swept my categories. I won Best TV Promo Voiceover of the Year for Archer, and I won Best Movie Trailer of the Year for Unhinged. And that was just like just a crazy night. I was so excited about that. And it felt weird that we had to celebrate it here in the house, but my friends were here. We had a champagne bottle downstairs, and I didn't know this until like a year later. Banana finally told me. We went to uncork the champagne bottle, and I did it, and I guess it bounced off the ceiling, bounced off the hood of the oven, and then hit her like right between the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Someone did it. Someone wrote that in a comment. They're like, "You pegged Banana with the cork." And I asked her like a year later. She's like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to make a big deal out of it though." It's a pretty fun night. But I definitely wanted to play some of the stuff, and I believe that we've got the rights for most of it. So let's, if you want to go over to the File Explorer folder, Brooks, the very first folder, and you tell me which one is at the top of the list. I can tell you a little about it. We can play it and go through some of them.
Sure. Archer 2.
Archer, that one, before you hit go on it, Archer, are you a fan of Archer?
Yeah, I used to watch it a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan, but I liked it. It was funny.
I was super excited. So John H. Benjamin he's the voice of Archer. And in the same year, I got to do the work for Archer, 1999, and Bob's Burgers. And Bob from Bob's Burgers is also John H. Benjamin. So let's fire this one. I won TV Promo of the Year for this one. It was the award show that you were at. If you want to double click on Archer 2 there, we should be able to play it and let people hear it.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Jeez, calm down.
You want some of this? Ow! I think I might, actually. Archer!
Welcome to the Freak Show.
I'm not gonna lie, I've got my species equivalent of a boner. Shut up, you can't smell it.
Yes, we can!
Archer 1999 premieres Wednesday, May 29th on FXX.
So that one was super fun to do. For that show, because they knew what they were doing. The whole season was all laid out. All the episodes were done and scheduled and everything. They hired me, and I literally read the entire season all at once. It was like one big long session, and it's like a very serious voice to do. Archer 1999. Like you're just trying to be like the serious on FXX, and then they'd be taking breaks every now and then. And you ever hear like the whole term like method actors?
Yeah.
Like actors, like instead of like pretending that they didn't sleep for a whole day, they actually won't sleep for a whole day so they can get into the role. And I kept toying with them, like, because they kept trying to talk to me during the session. I want to be like a normal person. They're like, "Hey, what's going on? Where are you at now?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm down here in San Diego." But like, I didn't want to be floating in and out of the voice. So I kept being like, "I'm in San Diego. What are you guys up to?" Because it was hard to like float in and out of the voice. That was one of the ones winning Outstanding TV Promo of the Year for that one. I felt like I won that one because Archer is such a cool show. I don't know. I was super excited to do that one.
A cool show.
It was.
Yeah.
We can float through a bunch of these. Is the File Explorer window still open?
Yeah, Ben 10 is the next one.
All right. So Ben 10, did you ever see that cartoon?
No, I don't think so.
Ben 10, this is when it was still running on Cartoon Network, and I got to play a...
Good morning, Bellwood. Our
News
top
anchor.
story,
Yeah.
the city is under siege. That's right, we're being attacked by a four-armed alien menace. And downtown, a giant acid-spewing blob has been sighted over on 5th Street, so you'll want to avoid the area, at least through rush hour. And boy, is it gonna be a scorcher today, mostly because of all the molten lava.
What is it about this town?
So good luck out there on the streets of Bellwood today. And remember, whether it's molten lava or an alien invasion, we can always rely on Ben Tennyson to save us. Most of the time.
That was me. My bad.
That one, I think that was like 2000. These are some old ones here. I think it was like 2012, and it was before, maybe 13. It was before I had perfected my ear prompter system, and that was kind of a long script. Most of the promos I read are just a couple lines, maybe like 10 seconds, 15 seconds at the top. That one was a relatively long piece, as you could tell.
Yeah.
And I wasn't good at the ear prompter yet. Like that's the thing where I have the robot voice tell me stuff, and then I recite back after it. So I remember it was like I was a screen actor. I actually memorized that whole thing. The scary part was when they would ask me to do changes. There were a couple changes, and they're like, why don't you say like a scary green blob instead of big green blob? And like I just felt like my brain was like running a million miles an hour. I'm like, but I memorized it the other way. I got so scared before that session because I'd never done something that long before. I actually, this sounds weird, but right before the session, right before they connected to me, they connect computer to computer.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how to swallow.
Right.
I straight up, I like the session it was about to happen. You have to hit the little connect button, and I'm like, and I'm like, I can't remember how to swallow.
Oh my gosh.
I was so nervous.
Maximum nervousness.
It was one of my very first gigs. It was for Cartoon Network, like first big gigs, and it was for Cartoon Network. I was really excited about it. I had it all memorized, all ready to go, and I got like crazy nervous about that. But that thing ran like the entire season, I think, of Ben 10. It was like the big promo for Ben 10 that year, and I didn't know anything about that cartoon, but there was like a lot of kids that watched that, and that was a really cool one. I was hitting some like big fun things early on in my career. If you want to bounce back over to File Explorer, what is the third one there?
Bob's Burgers movie.
Bob's Burgers movie. This is just like last summer or the summer before,
I
I
actually
think.
saw this movie, yeah.
Did you? I never saw it.
Is everybody ready? Let's do this.
Hey, moviegoers.
We're listening.
The Bob's Burger movie is hot off the grill and coming to theaters.
Let's light this sucker up, huh? Ta-da!
Grab your tickets now.
Ready?
And get your buns and gear
What'd you say?
for the movie event of the year.
Can you believe it? Yay! Don't rub my sesame seeds off.
They're a cute couple.
I give him a year.
The Bob's Burgers movie. Get your tickets now. Only in theaters May 27th. Rated PG-13.
Boom, 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 boom. Holy crap.
Who was talking when they said, "Don't rub my sesame seeds off"? Was that a
It
character?
was just a hand, so I think it was the girl with the pink hat. I forget her name.
Oh, the one with the bunny ears?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's really funny.
Yeah.
That one, it was really funny. I was going through a lot of work in my career trying to do like really serious acting and emoting. I was working with the coach Maurice Tobias, who was trying to get me to not just use my voice, but to use my like acting skills. And then that movie came around, and they're like, "Just give us the biggest read you got." I'm like, "All right." The Bob's Burgers movies in theaters Friday. I was like, forget all the acting and emoting. Let's just blast this one out there. I got nominated for a Voice Arts Award for that one.
Was that a voice that you had typically used before then, or was that kind of a new voice that you created for that one?
It was, so it's fun. It's an interesting distinction between how I'd normally do that. Like if I was doing MMA Bellator, which was a read I'd done just before that, it's like MMA Bellator this weekend, the biggest fights. That's kind of like serious. Like I'm seriously pissed.
Yeah.
But that one, it's kind of the same read, but it's almost like I'm in on the joke of how big and ridiculous this is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the Bob's Burgers movie. I'm going way over the top.
Right. It's
Like-
a little sarcastic.
Yeah, because if I was like MMA, the biggest fighters beating each other up, you'd be like, is it a joke? I don't get it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of the same voice, but like you just throw a smile on your face and it kind of informs the read, and the way it comes out and makes it feel a little bit different. Have you ever seen, I don't think I never sat you down, bored you with all these before, have I? Have you seen any of this stuff?
I've seen the Ben 10 one. I've seen the Archer one. I've seen a lot of these.
Have you?
Yeah.
And then you've been here. I'll still, one of the funnier moments for you and then for me witnessing it was I was in that room right there reading promos for a very, very serious news outlet. And then about 5 seconds later, I was making fun of the topic of the news for another TV network.
It was one of the only times I've been in this room and heard you do a voiceover, and it was the funniest one I could have ever heard.
It was I just went back to back with two like completely diametrically opposite opposing reads. Like, this is serious news. And I was like, and here I am crapping on the serious news. If you're like flipping around the networks, you're like, that's Pete, that's Pete, that's also Pete.
Yeah. I remember one time I was watching our live stream, and this commercial for the contact solution or the eye drops came on while I was watching the stream.
Oh, that's trippy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And actually, I think that happened another time when I was at home watching one of your videos on my YouTube, on my TV. And then I think it was like an ad for like FIFA or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, FIFA. So
Yeah.
I wanted to play that one. There was a really cool commercial. It was football on Paramount. And it was football, American football. Then it was football, college football, and then football because they have soccer, UEFA Champions League soccer, so FUTBOL. And it was a really cool spot that I did, but there was a lot of, I tried to check today, and they're like, you can't do that one. There's too much copyrighted music, so I couldn't play that one.
Right.
But I wonder, there's no way that the ads are smart enough to know.
I mean, it's crazy that it happened twice, you know. It was just so funny. It was just like, okay, I'm listening to Pete. Oh, there's Pete again. There's an ad. Oh, there's Pete again.
But Bananas told me a story when we were very first dating. Like, we were talking on the phone. I was on her Bluetooth, and she hung up the Bluetooth, but my voice kept coming through. And she's like, she was very confused. She's like, what is happening? She just closed the Bluetooth, but it was stuck on a radio station that I was on in Boston. And she's like, that was trippy because there was no hesitation. Just like you said, goodbye. And this weekend, come check out the Boston Red Sox playing at Fenway Park.
She's like, why are you doing this into the phone right now?
Exactly. She's like, why are you trying to sell me tickets?
I like the side angle. It's cool.
Oh, is that, yeah, we got some new, so we got a side angle there. Just does that show the setup, the big monitor that's over there?
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah, it's just us, my knee. Actually, no, it's your knee.
What up? See this sexy knee right here?
It's a nice knee.
So we got side angle. We got just my face, I think, is this button over here. We got the two of us over here. And then the screen share, which I believe is working.
Yeah, it's working.
Let's see. You still on File Explorer over there?
Yeah, so next we got Bold and Beautiful Super Bowl 50.
This one, hold on one sec. This one was, they definitely, it was a soap opera. I was so confused. It was a soap opera read, but they wanted like a big sports read. And I don't know, I guess this was definitely me just kind of like growling out a read. So let's check this one out. I don't remember it myself. The Bold and the Beautiful.
It's a soul-crushing,
She betrayed me again. She is not gonna mess with my life.
game-changing,
I'm really confused about who I am.
He's gonna hate me now more than ever.
epic Super Bowl week.
I know a good thing when I see it.
The Bold and the Beautiful, weekday CBS daytime.
Those reads, I'm listening to those reads. I would never do that read now. Super Bowl 50 was quite a few years ago, I think. It's just, but the director, you do what they want. And I guess when you're walking two lines, like the Bob's Burgers movie, it's like, this is supposed to be over the top. And that thing, like if I was actually doing a Super Bowl 50 commercial, it'd be more like whoever was playing, the Patriots, the Eagles, Super Bowl 50, Fox this weekend, like a little more intensity and drama. But they wanted it like all big and overdone.
That was
because
2016.
Was it 2016?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a while ago. And that was just a big, fun read. I think that they based that read off of something that we might play later called Perfectville or Reebok or Super Bowl or something
I've
like
seen that one, yep.
But let's what's the next one after Bold and the Beautiful?
Big one, Call of Duty.
Oh, tell me if you'll have to tell me if you like this one. I don't know anything about Call of Duty.
Some loud dying noises.
So much death. Why is it always us? They mock us. So now we fight back.
Let's go!
Just a lot of gunfire. So that was
Cool.
that one. I was playing more of a character. You know, they told me that like you're the downtrodden. You're the one that's. I think I was playing a character that's always getting sent in to die. Is that what it
There
seemed?
wasn't like one singular character, so it was hard to understand who you were referring to. There was like the regular like guys in army uniforms, and then there was like these clown people. So maybe you were the clown people.
I was initially cast to be the clown voice in that one,
Oh, okay.
and I got replaced as the clown voice. They wanted someone to go.
They got someone else to do that.
And they got a different clown voice guy. I'm like, okay. At first I was like, hey, I want to be clown voice guy. And they're like, no, we're going to make you like the narrator guy. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So that was one of those, they had to, you know, I had to get like in the right headspace. Like they mock us, you know, it was like serious. Like, why is it always us? Like a little emotion into it.
Yeah.
But then that's a weird one for me. Cause that one, I did that one pretty much after my eyesight was gone. Like, you know, the stuff I was doing 2012, 2013, like when I did the SpongeBob trailer, I saw that for the most part. That one came out and I'm like, I don't know what I just did. All I hear is just.
It's funny because Call of Duty is normally like a very realistic, kind of serious game, and that one had clowns and all types of weird aliens and stuff.
So what was it?
Call of Duty Mobile. So what I think that was their attempt to do like a Fortnite style game, because
Okay.
Fortnite's very goofy and like you're shooting laser guns and stuff.
Did you ever play Call of Duty Mobile?
No,
All right.
I played Call of Duty back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2, back in like 2007 maybe.
So when people say they're Call of Duty people, they're not talking about that thing.
No,
right?
no,
It's a different one.
no, typically not.
Well, it was still a fun one to do. Like just kind of being a little out of my skin normally, being like, they mock us. Now it's our turn. What's the next one up there?
It is Direct Line.
All right, so hold before you fire this one off. So this is the one I talk about all the time. It is the Optimus Prime one. I did this one main commercial, and I can talk about this whole process afterwards. And then we did a whole bunch of other like social media ones. I actually played him in like a series of like 16 commercials. I've only ever seen this one because the rights on it were held so tight because Direct Line paid a fortune to get the rights for Optimus Prime. So this one, the audio is going to cut out at a certain point because the B-52s hold the right to the music that was played, and I was informed today that I can't play that part of it. So you'll see my intro, and then the audio will cut out. So this is another one I really walked the line on. Like, did I want to copy Peter's voice and do the Optimus Prime the way he did? And a part of me was like, kinda, but kinda not, because I don't want to be doing like a impersonation, you know, because if you're just trying to do it the exact way that everybody knows Optimus Prime is, then you're just kind of like a cheap knockoff. So I felt like I embodied him, like I felt like I brought Prime's personality, but my voice to it. That's what I was going for. You can fire it up and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Is it not going to play? It's being so. Oh, all that.
Do not fear. I shall tow your car.
Oh, mate, I'm with Direct Line. They got my car covered. Maybe you should take some time off.
Go on a road trip.
Road trip. And so, here I am, little hitchhiker, taking some time off.
Can I tag along?
So this is where the B-52s kick in. But you can.
Okay.
So I guess you can see. Apparently the graphics on this thing were like outrageous.
Really, really good. Yeah.
I guess what happens when you buy like this I learned a lot from this whole campaign. It was really interesting. So I guess like in modern movies, they've created Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and Megatron, and you know they've computed them like from every angle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like the old days, like when you're drawing and moving this frame and moving that frame. Like they have the entire. Did it end?
Yep.
So they have the character, you basically you're programming. It's like almost like a remote control. So when this company, Direct Line, which is it's basically like Geico or Progressive over in England, when they decided they wanted to pay all this money to use Optimus Prime in their commercial, they were given the straight up full real animatics of Optimus Prime as he's used in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess they went with that and then used the same level of graphics throughout the whole thing. And it wasn't like, they don't just give you Optimus Prime and say, hey, do with him what you want. Like, you know, like if Charmin wants to buy Optimus Prime, he can't be like on the toilet being like, oh, I don't have a butthole. Like they're not going to like license that.
Right.
So Hasbro has to approve everything. And during this session, I've never had so much direction. And it was actually cool. Like I felt really cool doing this entire thing because there had to be so many. There was a woman on the phone. There was two women on the phone. One woman's job at Hasbro was, I forget the exact title, but it was like continuity director for the Transformers, meaning like anything they licensed the Transformers to, they wanted to make sure that it kind of fit in line with what the Transformers were. And then there was another woman who was specifically there. She was like the continuity director for Optimus Prime. Like if Prime was being used, they wanted her to be like, yes, this is how he would interact. No, this is not. This doesn't work. He would never be doing this. And I remember we booked a whole 2-hour session. You didn't get to hear it because the B-52s were under it. But at the very end, I think you might have seen there was like some ski mountains or ski slopes or something. And the British guy is trying to convince Optimus Prime to stop saving the world and just stay on vacation because Direct Line's got it covered. And I guess they're in front of a ski mountain and they wanted me to say, I'll get my mittens. And it was a 2-hour long debate over one, would Optimus Prime even say that he'd get his mittens? Like, why would he be? He's a robot.
Yeah.
Like, so, all right, so they're like, all right, we have to suspend the disbelief. Like, let's just assume he's going to say it. And then I must have done it like 70 or 80 times, like, I'll get my mittens. And they're like, that's way too serious. They're like, I'll get my mittens. They're like, no, Optimus Prime isn't that goofy. You can't do it that way. So for 2 hours, I'd rattle off like 3, 5, 7 of them at a time. It's like, I'll get my mittens. I'll get my mittens. I'll get my mittens. And then they would play them all back and they'd debate them. It was a huge thing to be a part of, but it was super cool.
That's awesome.
I was, and then people are asking me like, are you going to be in the movie? I'm like, I wish, but those usually go to the name actors and, you know, the guy that's been playing it forever. He just didn't want to do the ad, but left the opening for me. And I've been proud of that one ever since. I feel like you heard what I was saying? Like, it's not like the same guy that you'd hear in the movie, but it's me.
Oh yeah. Way more personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to bring a little of myself to it as opposed to just a full on mimic.
It's way deeper. You can feel the humanity of Optimus Prime.
That's cool.
I'm
really,
he doesn't have any, I guess, but
I mean, I feel like that could have gone so wrong. Like playing a character that everybody knows. I feel like if I did that wrong, it wouldn't have been like a career ender, but it would have been like, you know what it would have been? It would have been like playing the guy that played Jar Jar Binks.
right.
Like,
oh man,
how embarrassing.
yeah,
You did
ruined
that?
that person's career.
That poor guy. That guy, he went through like real serious trauma after that movie came out. Because when you're in the process like of making a movie and you're in the bubble, like all the feedback they were giving him, George Lucas and everybody is like, oh, this is great. People are gonna love it. And then it came out and everybody was like just crapping all over the guy.
They just hated the character, right?
They hated the character and they hated his goofy voice. They hated everything. And I guess it was, I could be wrong about this, but it was kind of based on a patois, like a little bit of a Jamaican accent.
Right.
And that, for some reason, that didn't play well. I read that the guy that played him, and I don't know his name, but he went through some very serious mental struggles after that movie came out.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, you feel like you're getting your big break, and all of a sudden everybody hates you. Like, I mean, obviously Star Wars is a lot bigger than a Direct Line commercial, but I do feel like all the work and study and effort I put into that commercial, if it had come out and everybody crapped all over me, I might not have recovered so well from it.
I mean, a lot of people know you from that, right? I mean, a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's Pete Gustin."
It was a huge commercial. I think
Yeah.
it was all over the UK. I think it went worldwide, and then they just posted it on YouTube, and just because the Transformers is so big, it got millions of views here, even in the United States. So I was excited to be a part of that one. What is the next one beneath that?
One Life final trailer.
So this one, I just want to play this one. It has Sir Anthony Hopkins and the woman that played Queen Elizabeth. I'm proud of this one. I feel like this is kind of my evolution. A lot of the stuff I was playing was just the bold and the beautiful, big voice. This one, after all the work I'd done with my coaches and looking inward as opposed to just focusing on the sound, this is a story of getting some Jews out of concentration camps in Nazi Germany, and I felt like I really had to, you can't just barf that one out. You got to bring a little something to it.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of this one. If you want to fire this off, I was really, really excited with the
Now, an extraordinary story about a man who rescued refugees at the mercy of Hitler's invasion. Is there anyone in the audience who owes their life to Nicholas Winton?
The true story behind the moment that amazed the world. One Life is a story of radical bravery.
We are working to evacuate these children.
One of Anthony Hopkins' best performances.
You ever think about the children and what happened to them?
Stirring, a testament to the power of good.
Save one life, save the world.
One Life, only in theaters March 15th.
Wow, powerful.
I felt like I was really happy with that one. And there's so many different ways, a testament to the power of good. Like little sentences like that. People don't know, like, what this is why AI is never going to do that. It's not going to do in the movie. A testament to the power of good. How do you approach that line? Is it a testament to the power of good? Is testament the most important thing? Or is it a testament to the power of good? Power of good. Or do you bring it in at the end? A testament to the power of good. Like, is good or power of good? You hit both of those. I ended up kind of flatlining it, putting a little bit of emphasis on the word testament, which is what the director wanted, because the movie is a testament and the commercial is about the movie. So that's how you inform that line. And there's that much thought, honestly, that goes into, they say it's the least amount of words for the most amount of money to do a movie trailer. And it's because each word has so much thought and care put into it, not just from the voice actor, but from the person that wrote it, from the amount of time that they're dedicating to putting it in the screen.
When you get the script, like, how long do you kind of sit on the way you're going to say it? Do you kind of know immediately, or do you kind of think about it, or?
I go instinctually. I think at a certain point when you're hiring the top voiceover people or just someone that's doing, at the level of someone that can do a movie trailer, you expect them to have good instincts. But that doesn't mean that I'm right all the time, which is why they hire good directors. Like that director was the one that pointed out to me, like, this whole thing you're doing is the testament to the power of good. To me, I think I hit power on that line. My instinct was a testament to the power of good. Like, the power of good sounds great to me. Like, I thought that was what was important. He's like, yeah, but don't forget, this is about the movie, not about and I was like, oh, okay. So I try not to overthink it when I very first get the script. I go with my first instinct, and then usually the writer, the director, the producer, and sometimes the editor we can discuss and say what we think we're really trying to bring to life and how you might want to change the line. And a lot of times, the hardest part about that is you'll see your line, in theaters this Friday, and they're like, it says right next to it, like 0.87, and that's how long you have to say it. And it has to be exactly that long. In theaters this Friday. They'll be like, that was 0.92. You're like, in theaters this Friday. They're like, all right, 0.88. You're like, in theaters this Friday. They're like, all right, 0.87, you got it. And you can do some compression and expansion and stuff, but it starts to sound a little warbly. And, if you're good, you should be able to nail those times.
Right.
So there's a lot that goes into those things. Are there any questions that are coming up in the comments? Anybody interested in this stuff?
So one guy keeps asking if you did a voice in the racing game The Crew 2.
That does not sound familiar.
Okay.
I don't think that was me.
Not a lot else.
All right. Did I leave any more up on that screen? Other?
There's quite a few more.
All right. Is there some? How are we doing for time?
6:35.
Oh, all right. Should we maybe just do one or two more and then see if you want to take some calls?
Sure.
Or are people into this?
People seem like they are liking this, so
Right. Well,
I would actually maybe stick to this, to be honest.
We'll keep going then.
All right, next is Puppy Bowl.
So all right, Puppy Bowl. Puppy Bowl is Puppy Bowl. Everybody loves a Puppy Bowl. And I think a dog...
Only one thing can make a trip to the DMV better. A puppy.
Hey! You're taking my photo?
Puppies, they make everything better.
You're so good. You're such a good photographer.
Puppy Bowl 17, Sunday, February 7th at 2 on Animal Planet.
Wow. What is the Puppy
And streaming on Discovery Plus.
It's a Puppy Bowl.
I don't even know what that
Oh
is.
my God, you've never seen Puppy Bowl?
No.
Puppy Bowl is, I think it's before the Super Bowl every year. They line up a bunch of puppies on either side of a football field. The year that I did the promos for it, the play-by-play announcers were Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I remember that.
They did the play-by-play, and the two puppies, I believe they're trying to get a ball across the goal line, but the main goal of it is they're trying to get puppies adopted. It's like a whole big adoption thing, which is why it was on Animal Planet. But they got all these like teeny little puppies running around on a football field and playing a game and playing with the ball, and they do it every year. And that one was, that was another one. They were hiring me for the big voice, Puppy Bowl, but they wanted. Oh, that was major ASMR.
Yeah, I should have done it for the mic.
That was a good one. But another one, like, use the big voice, but put a big smile in it because it's puppies. Everybody loves puppies. That was another fun one to do. It wasn't recur like the Archer one. That was, they pick you for that season, then they do a different person. Puppy Bowl, they pick you for that season, then they use a different person. So there's not a lot of stability in the voiceover world. You get a job and then they just try something different the next year, just kind of keep it fresh for everybody.
That's pretty cool that you were there on the same wavelength as Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
I didn't know that they were friends. Did you know?
Yeah, they kind of hinted that they were like a romantic thing.
Yeah, I
don't think
embarrassed.
that's true, but
I embarrassed myself during the session. I'm like, what the hell? The two of them have to do together, and everybody's like, they do a lot of stuff together. I was
they
like,
both like to smoke certain stuff.
is that true?
Apparently she does. Yeah, she cooks recipes with it and all that type of stuff.
I know she's done jail time. Has Snoop ever been to jail? Has he ever actually been to jail?
I don't think he's been to jail.
Really?
They're also both people that'll just do anything for money, I think.
There's that. There's that.
That's something that keeps them together.
Yeah, it's a nice commonality. What's after Puppy Bowl up there?
The Reebok Super Bowl ad.
So this one, before you fire it up, this is my first. So this is 2007. I was just working at a sports radio station in Boston. This is probably my most embarrassingly bad voiceover. This is literally, this is me with this voice being like, this is how you use
This is like one of your first ones, right?
It is, all the way back in 07. The people in charge of this commercial, Reebok is based in Massachusetts. Those people listened to sports radio WEI, which is where I was working. They literally called over and they're like, hey, we like the way you sound in those radio things. Can you do a commercial for us? And a Super Bowl commercial should have been, probably thousands of dollars. I don't know what the contracts were in 2007 exactly, but they basically they're like, we'll send you a new pair of Reebok pumps, I think I got, and we'll send you $500. And I was like, okay. So I did a Super Bowl commercial for $500. And so this is the year the Patriots were perfect. They were 18-0 going into the Super Bowl, and they were going for the perfect season. The only other team who'd ever had a perfect season was the 72 Dolphins. And so the Dolphins lived in Perfectville, and they were trying to see if the Patriots were going to move into Perfectville. And that was this campaign, if you want to fire this off.
In a world that's perfect lies a perfect little town where one team stands alone. But now, something's stirring that will change this place forever. See what happens at Reebok.com after the game.
I was just in love with the way my voice sounded in a microphone. You can
kind of hear it.
Yeah, let's see what happens after the game. I was letting that vocal fry and rumble roll. So there was a bunch of members of the 72 Dolphins walking around, I guess, in their perfect little area. And the bummer that, I got the $500 and the pair of shoes. But the Patriots lost that game to the Giants.
Oh man.
And they didn't end up with the perfect season. However, I'd been told that I was going to get about 30 more commercials from Reebok about the Perfectville campaign. Now, obviously, I'm not the only person that lost out in this deal. There was a lot of people that lost a lot of money because of that thing. So I got that one commercial, and then they killed the whole campaign because they weren't perfect. Hi, Banana.
Hey.
Are you gonna try and squeeze in?
I'll squeeze in.
Can we make room for Banana?
Yep.
Let's see if so that I would. Oh, you're gonna okay.
I'm gonna bust out a quick snack.
All right.
I'm gonna have to lean on you.
Yeah, you're
Lean on me. Hi, Banana. Okay. Now I am
Should I
there.
just sit on your lap next time?
Well,
Where's my speaker?
your microphone is down. Did you find it?
The microphone's down here, but where are the headphones?
They're coming your way. This is Banana, by the way, everybody. You know
Here
Banana.
you go, Pete. Here's your snack.
My treat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got your headphones, Banana?
Huh?
And you got your microphone?
And your guess is as good as mine on this one.
Is it it's a funny
Some kind of
fork?
cracker cookie thing.
It is. Did you get one, Banana?
You want some?
Yes, please.
Tastes like a, I think you said it. Tastes like a cracker cookie.
Is it good? It probably is like a butter cookie.
It does. It tastes a little buttery. It also tastes mildly stale.
Probably.
There's my foot on
I
something.
like it. It's kind of like bland in a way that is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely a butter cookie.
It is. Is it? What color is it?
Yellow.
Really?
And the packaging was yellow.
And it doesn't say what it is on it.
It's in a different language.
Oh, I
Reminds
put.
me of a Laura Dune, which is like a Swedish butter cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. That
But
was a good choice.
Not as bad for you, maybe.
Maybe. Hopefully, anything European is not as bad for you as if you're getting it in America.
Mm.
We just did the Super Bowl commercial I did in 2007. Banana. We got a couple more over there, Brooks.
Yeah. So next is Solar Opposites.
This one's kind of long, but they basically hired me. They're like, "Can you do In a World?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do In a World."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What do you want me to say?" They're like, "In a World." I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it." So if you want to fire that one off.
In a world
Hi there. Welcome to the wall. Look at this as a chance for a brand new life.
What the fuck?
where many are looking for a way out, one hero
Thanks for coming, Hulk. You're the only one qualified enough to help.
is looking for a way in.
You saved so many.
But not everyone. I gotta help them with this investigation.
But the nightmares.
A way to discover the truth.
I'll make sure everyone here is safe.
A way to find redemption.
These kind of things don't happen in here anymore. We have a theory. Big old cricket.
A way into the mind
You think a cricket did this?
of a killer.
We have a serial killer on our hands.
But in the wall, even small secrets
What you've done goes against everything we fought for.
have big consequences. And this killer secret
Story you know, it's a lie.
can send the whole world tumbling down.
Wow.
That was serious. I forgot about that
I
one.
was waiting to see if it turned into a spoof.
No, that was real serious
That was
stuff.
serious.
Do you ever watch Solar Opposites, Brooks?
I've seen it a couple times. It's pretty good.
I think I didn't hear my own voice. Did I just say on Hulu at the end of that? I think it was
Yeah,
on
it was on
Hulu.
Hulu, yeah.
And at the time we didn't have Hulu. I was like, no, I guess I can't. But now we got Hulu, Banana.
We've had Hulu for a few months, and we did not know how to use it in all rooms until yesterday.
Yeah, you just figured that out. That one was fun. That was more of a. They wanted In a World, but they wanted it not cheesy, obviously, because that was a very serious kind of trailer for Solar Opposites.
Okay, not to interrupt you, but speaking of serious, Skylar's to your right.
I know, and she was
seriously trying to get in on
I know.
this already.
There's-
Squished
She can't
situation.
help herself.
Not a lot of space for her. How many more are up there, Brooks?
5.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Someone asks, did you do a voice on Flash FM on GTA San Andreas?
Yes, I was on all the radio stations on San Andreas because I was doing commercials. So whatever station you were listening to, I was doing the jokey, funny commercials in between the songs and the DJs on San Andreas and Vice City. That was a super cool gig.
Yeah, that's epic.
I got the gold record for being in Vice City. They never sent it to me, but I got a certificate saying I got a gold record because they sold. I think it was like 1 million
Like a
copies.
digital gold record.
I got the piece
you
of paper.
could print out on your
You
own.
got an email.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it was a piece of. I got They sent me the box set of the CDs. I got the shirt from Vice City, and they told me that I got a gold record, and then I never. But yeah, but I got the CDs. It was cool.
Cool.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. What's next one over there?
The subtle art of not giving a.
All right, this one. So I swear in this one. This is done in England, and you can swear, and you can show your junk on TV in England. I think.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So
Can we play it if you're dropping F-bombs?
I don't. Am I gonna get in trouble?
Is it going to be obvious? Because I could be the person
No,
who
it's
goes, bleep.
it's a big. There's 2 big swears in the middle of this one, and I don't know.
I think we should play the other ones.
Okay.
Because you got Uncle Drew here.
That was my very first voice art award. Was for Uncle Drew.
You tried to recall that read a couple shows
know, I
ago,
couldn't.
and you're like, not.
They're words of wisdom.
Throughout time, our greatest legends have passed on words of wisdom.
Oh, my nuts.
Oh, Joe Nuts.
On June 29th,
Drew's putting the squad back together.
these legends
Oh, too slow,
are unstoppable.
Swish. We gon' call it back. Stop.
You are Beyonce.
They just Destiny's Children. Let's make lemonade, man.
Rated PG-13 in theaters June 29th.
So
That was a double voiceover.
well, that was
not you at the
That
end.
was not me at the end. They had someone else to do the. I was the
Why would a
epic.
company do that? That's so weird.
I don't know. They do that sometimes. The SpongeBob movie I did had 2 different voices in
I
it.
knew that one, yeah.
Medea Family Funeral had me and John Armstrong in it. Like sometimes it's kind of like the rug pull. Like I'm the serious guy doing this, and then someone comes in and does
Yeah.
the joke or something like that.
Yeah.
That one, maybe his read fit a little more with the style of the movie. But that was. I think the movie did terrible. I don't think it did very well. But I won the voice arts award for that one. We were just at the show, thinking we were like. Just hanging out at a show. Is there a folder up there, Brooks, called pictures?
Not in this folder.
Not at the very top of that folder. Pictures, photos, images, something like that. Oh, Silvis, that's it. If you go into that, Banana, you can describe what we're looking at. I will once you get that up. I will. What are we looking
That's
at?
you, and you don't even look like you.
That's you with the black suit on and the girl in the background.
Oh, I'm accepting the award there?
You're about to give your reward. You're very serious.
That's me winning the award for Uncle Drew right there.
Before your stuff. Okay, sorry.
What?
Double went gray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another picture up there?
That's me and you.
Is that the one at the house?
No. It's the one that's in front of, like, when you're entering the theater.
Oh, we're out front of it and it says Voice Arts Awards or something like that.
Yep.
You look very pretty, I'm sure.
Thank you. That's you.
What am I doing?
You are holding your award.
Okay, that's me.
On the red carpet, I think.
Okay, that's afterwards. They send you down a hall. Funny thing
Before
about
they make you pay for the award.
Yeah, funny thing about that award is, Brooke, so I win that thing. I'm on stage. I'm on cloud 9. I had no idea I was winning it. And I take it and I'm like, this is my first major award. And I'm like walking down this hallway and they take that picture and someone comes up and they're like trying to take the award out of my hand. And I was like, huh? And they're like, we got to give it to the next winner. Like with the actual awards, you're going to get mailed.
Send you the real one in the mail.
I was like,
that's annoying.
I was like looking forward to, taking that back into the audience and then walking around Hollywood with it. I was like, I got an award. They're like, no, you get it in like 6 weeks. Give us that one back.
After they send you a bill.
We couldn't afford all of them yet.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is the people that make that award are the people that make the Oscar. You felt that thing. It's like a.
No, it's very legit, but if I had never known you, it's very funny to know that, like, you actually have to pay for your own Oscar.
Yeah. Well,